Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football. Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
But 2011 excludes Northern Ireland.
I don't know. I've done something to the desk, and I don't know what I've done. I don't even know if I've taken control. Are we First off, are we broadcasting?
You're outside.
Okay, then there we go. That's what I was looking for. I'll tell you why I'm confused. It's because Apple have messed with my mind. Where's Izzy?
I don't know.
She's fired.
Can this show get any worse?
It would appear so.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Curse you, Apple.
What's with his home is dissing my girl. I don't care about that.
Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Okay, you can give us a call any time this evening, 0330 123 1215. At some point, we're hoping that star of Peep Show, and I mean star, it's not those two fellas, it's this girl, Isy Suttie, will be coming into the studio. At some point, fingers crossed, inshallah. 0330 123 1215. The world's gone mad today. The world has gone mad. First off, Jodie Marsh is suddenly a bodybuilder. Have you seen that? Go on Google, Jodie Marsh bodybuilder. Now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Eloise, have you seen Jodie Marsh bodybuilder? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yeah, we're on the radio.
I was just looking for Izzy.
I know you're preoccupied that you might be doing a sick stretch from tomorrow after this court case. We'll discuss that
Why
later.
do you keep putting it up a few years? I think it'll be just 6 months.
No, because of what you did, they're clamping down on that. We can't go into details. We'll discuss Eloise's court appearance tomorrow. If it goes well, she's back on the show tomorrow. If it goes badly, we're getting a sub to produce the show. But have you seen Jodie Marsh today?
Yeah.
What on earth is going on there? What is she doing? Sarah, what is she thinking?
Apparently, back in 2009, she attempted to become a bodybuilder as well.
Yeah.
So
I like Jodie. I've worked with her a couple of times. She's absolutely bonkers,
it
but
does
delightful.
seem she can't really stick to anything, because what happened to her tattoo training?
She was a lesbian for 6 months.
And her lesbianism,
You know,
and now her bodybuilding.
you know,
what
she's-
will be next?
Well, who knows? Maybe she'll become an astronaut.
Highly likely. She's also got a lot of dedication.
I don't think you can go into space if you've got fake boobs.
Oh, yeah.
They explode, don't
They
they?
must do.
Your tits would explode in space because of the pressure or the lack of pressure. Something would happen that would cause your boobs to explode. That's
You
all
know
I'm
that
saying.
for a fact?
I don't know that for a fact. If anyone knows that for a fact... Oh, look, line one's calling in. Maybe they know that for a fact. Line one, do you know that for a fact?
Jodie Marsh?
No, if you go into space and you've got fake breasts, do your boobs explode?
Yes, and the custard comes out.
Thanks very much. There we go. Well, that's a fact. So, yeah. So that's mad. I like Jodie Marsh, but that, you know, and hey, do whatever you want to do, Jodie, as long as you're happy. But it was a shock. The madness is it was such a shock to see her oiled up and muscular.
And very dark.
You're very dark.
It looked
Has
like...
she become Asian? Has she? Can you do that? Can you become Asian if you want to?
I don't know if you can.
That's racist. 0330 123 1215. Can you become Asian if you want to? Also, the main thing is Apple are going to announce tonight the iPhone 5. The iPhone 5. I spent some of the time watching it live online, live feed. And then I got bored and I ordered someone I know to do it for me. No iPhone 5. iPhone 4GS.
Are you joking?
Oh, so it's iPhone 4.5. No iPhone 5, iPhone 4.5.
That is gutting.
And I've got the iPhone 3GS. I was thinking, and I'm out of
Ditto.
contract. I'm ready to go, baby. I'm out of contract. I had a
Ditto.
fantastic meeting with my accountant today. I got a little bit of cash to play with. I'm not rich. A little bit of cash to play with. Because he's done a little bit of the old... You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not. But, so I was thinking, I'm going to treat myself. But now it's an iPhone 4GS, and I don't know whether I should or not. I don't know what to do. Do I get that?
Well, if you're out of contract, you may as well.
Well, but then they might bring out the 5 in 6 months, and then I'm stuck in an 18-month contract, and everyone who's got the 4 now is going to go, aha, up yours, I'm going to get the 5.
Has it really bothered you, though, that all this time you've had your 3GS and everyone's had the 4 for ages?
No.
Exactly, so it won't bother you either.
So what then?
So get the 4GS.
Yeah.
And then just
Confused.
suck it.
Do what, sorry?
Suck it
She
up.
said suck it. She said suck it. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. If you can give me any advice. I don't want to dwell on it too much because it's kind of a bit geeky and, you know, in a privileged position that, yes, I can afford one and I'm out of contract and up yours, Delors. But I would like to know what the correct thing is to do. If you're an uber geek, then come on. But the main thing tonight is it's a courtroom special this evening. Eloise... And we do genuinely have to be careful about this because we can't say anything because of subjudice, but we can say, these are the things we can say. Eloise is going to court tomorrow. I am a witness. You off? You sorry?
Yeah, I think I just heard the door, so I'm just going to see if...
Could be Isy Suttie. Eloise is going to court tomorrow.
Hey, hello!
I'm a witness. If things go well, she produces the show tomorrow. If things go badly, she will actually go to prison. So, I need to know... I want her to do well. She can come in, of course she can. I want her to do well, but I need to know some tips for her. 0330 123 1215. If you've ever been to court, what was it like? What happened? Can you give Eloise some tips on maybe, you know... I'll be honest, she has done wrong. So if you can give any tips on you know... lying, that would be awesome. 0330 123 1215. And if you've ever served on a jury... I'd like to know that. I can't think of anything more exciting than serving on a jury. I have no idea why Izzy and Eloise are waiting outside. They're probably having a girly chat about handbags and periods. You can come in if you want, ladies. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. If you want to talk to Isy Suttie as well, we'd be more than delighted to talk to you. But we need your courtroom tips for Eloise. Thank you. Isy Suttie is here, star of Peep Show and anything else?
Oh, my parents' eyes. I don't know. Whites, if anyone's seen Whites with Alan Davis where he played a chef.
Oh, yes, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, that was cancelled, unfortunately, after one series, and I wasn't really the star, but I played a ditzy waitress.
Go on.
Who was very much true to how I was as a waitress.
Go on, do it. Go on. Give us a ditzy waitress.
Oh, okay. Ian, someone's ordered an omelette with no eggs.
What?
Yeah, is there such a thing as an eggless omelette?
I don't know who I'm being.
Oh, you're just like a guy in the kitchen.
No, of course there's not.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. That was the kind of vibe.
Brilliant. Okay,
yeah,
brilliant,
that's
brilliant.
the kind of vibe
Okay.
with Kiki.
What kind of things would you like to play?
Oh, well, I quite like playing the outcast. I think I always
Yeah.
get cast as like
Yeah.
the girl at the disco who doesn't get asked to dance.
Yeah.
I quite like that. But I'm hoping that when I get older, I'll get to play like weird characters.
Yeah.
Maybe whose mothers still dress them.
Yeah.
and who wear like old grannies' dresses and stuff. Have you seen? There's a film called something like Grey Flowers, and I think it's got Kate Winslet in it. Maybe
Grey Gardens.
Grey Gardens.
I've seen
that's
the
it.
documentary that it's based on. I've not seen the movie.
Sure, I saw the documentary and the movie, and it's, yeah,
All right, it's all right.
I've got Sky Plus, mate.
Hey.
It's about these two women, isn't it? Who
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
think
I've
they're-
seen the documentary.
Yeah, aren't they
you're
very
you're
rich?
telling the listener. You're telling
I'm
the
telling
listener.
the listeners,
basically.
it's good, isn't it? The
It
documentary.
is good. They kind of used to be friends of like Jackie Onassis and all that, and but they've all their money's gone, and they live in this huge house that's got rats and things in, and they're bonkers. They're properly bonkers.
Properly, and they sort of still dress up
Yeah.
and reminisce. I'd like to play characters like that
Yeah.
with smudged lipstick and broken hearts.
I was I Wikipedia'd you today. I love Wikipedia, the home of the made-up fact.
Yeah.
And just it's such lazy research because everything on there is wrong about me, and you know that they've done Wikipedia research. And they go, "So Ian, I believe you play in a Kiss tribute band." No, I don't. But you're only a child.
What? I'm
You're-
33.
Yeah, you're 33. That's like a child.
Oh, thanks.
I'm 38. I'm nearly 40.
But if I'm a child, then that makes you like a teenager, I suppose. If we're working on that model.
Yeah, I guess it does actually. Yeah, nice one. Thanks very much, Izzy. I like that. Let's do the business, shall we?
All right.
You're doing your show, Pearl and Dave, which I believe was received marvellously at the Edinburgh Festival. What did the Scotsman say?
I can't remember, but I can't remember. I think it might have been 4 stars though, which was unbelievable.
That's good.
My only quest was to get 4 stars
Yeah.
from a broadsheet, so
Yeah.
I achieved it. So that's fine.
The list.
I can't remember the list.
That you didn't do so
This
well
is
in
like
the
a
list.
quiz now,
You didn't
didn't
do so
I?
well. Well, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm
No,
not
I
getting in
think
front of me.
it must have been 3 or under.
If you don't remember it, then that's
Yeah.
that's comedians talk for. I didn't really. We don't talk about that one. It's funny.
Oh, cheers. Have you seen it?
No.
You just...
It was.
Yeah.
It was. There was a question mark at the end of that sentence.
It's funny.
It's funny.
I hope it is. It's about... it's about... Well, I let a balloon go in my garden when I was 10.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to land in Australia, and it had a bit of paper tied to it with my name and address on it, saying, I want a pen pal, and my name and address. And that was because I read a story about a girl who did the same with a helium balloon, and apparently it floated from England to Australia. But my balloon landed 2 gardens away, and the guy rang me because my phone number was on the paper tied to the balloon, and went, I don't think there's any point in us being pen pals. I live 2 gardens away. And I went, well, I think there is, because I think it's fate.
Yeah.
And he was called Dave Hamriding, and we became pen pals. And it's
Dave?
Hamriding.
That's a great name.
It's an amazing name, isn't it?
Hamriding.
It's quite a northern name as
Yeah.
well. So it's kind of about his relationship with a woman who he met at Butlins in 1997 and then found on Facebook. So I play Dave and Pearl. It's called Pearl and Dave, and I talk about my own love life as well.
But you've mentioned this to me before, but you were like 8 and he was 26 or something.
I was 10 and he was 25, I think.
Oh, okay. That makes it okay then.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
That's a slight difference.
Yeah.
And it's at the Bloomsbury Theatre.
Yeah, and I've got Joe Lycett supporting me. He's absolutely fantastic. And he was on Epic Win, which I haven't seen yet.
What's
but
Epic Win?
It was this show on Saturday nights where I think members of the public had to do tasks.
You're thinking of You Bet.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, isn't it?
No, it was a bit like You
Okay.
Bet. Yeah.
Oh, here comes the tea.
Oh, thank you.
It's at the Bloomsbury Theatre on the Thursday, the 18th of October. It's nice, the Bloomsbury Theatre.
Yeah, it's really
Intimate.
nice. What did you say the date was?
Thursday, 18th of October, it says here.
I think it's Friday. I'm going to check my diary now, Ian Lee. I think it's the 21st of October. Is the 21st of October a Friday?
Should we go online and find out? Have you got a website?
No, I really sort of hate the internet. But it'll be on the Bloomsbury website.
Okay, let's go to the Bloomsbury website. Wow, this is awkward, isn't it? Bloomsbury.com, I'm guessing.
I believe it's on Friday the 21st of October, if that date exists.
It says here, Thursday the 18th of October.
That is definitely wrong.
How can that be? Okay. So we're at the Bloomsbury website. I'm going to enter the keyword. I'm going to enter Suttie. And I've gone for Suttie, not Suttie.
Well, good, because I never know how to pronounce it. And my dad says Suttie, because he's Scottish. Suttie.
That sounds Jamaican.
Yeah, I know. You spent a bit of time in Jamaica.
You're not listed here at all.
No. Right, let me get my diary. Maybe this is all a fallacy and I'm not even playing that.
Oh, no, hang on. No. I've gone to Bloomsbury Books. It's the Bloomsbury.com. Okay,
I haven't yet written a book.
You should write a book. Surely that's next on your list of things to do, isn't it?
I'd like to. I sometimes draw comic strips. I drew a comic strip called, I think it was Mary versus Reality, about a woman called Mary who worked in a factory in Blackburn where she packed fish, and she decided to leave Blackburn and move to the country with no internet or phone, and then found it really hard.
Yeah.
So I drew that comic strip and then handed it out at gigs, then realised that it's really expensive to photocopy paper and stopped doing it. So I'm looking for a book deal for Mary versus
You'll
Life.
get a book
if
deal
anyone's
easily.
listening. Oh, I don't know. Have you written a book?
I've written 6,500 words of a book.
I thought that was the title, 6,500 words.
Well, I could publish it then because that's all I've got.
Well, why don't you? And then it just ends on a cliffhanger.
It's quite hard writing a book.
What was yours about?
It was about being on the radio. It was like proper, hey, these are the crazy adventures I've had being on the radio, and I got really into it, and then I got really bored of it. And I did I spoke to people and stuff and everything, and then so I've written a medium length essay.
Did you do like a treatment at the beginning? Did you sort of work out all the different chapters and where it would end and stuff, or did you just start writing?
I just started writing. Each chapter was going to be like different radio station that I worked at.
Oh, that's nice. I think that's a good
Nice,
idea.
isn't it? It's nice. I showed it to my agent. She went, "Oh, it's very negative."
Did she?
I said, I've had very negative experiences. Can you jolly it up a bit? And I went, I can't be bothered.
Just print it in coloured fonts.
You're not a tribute to Amy Winehouse, are you?
No, although I do, obviously, as we know, do Amy Winehouse singing Down a Well, but I can't really do that anymore after the recent event.
Well, she died. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. But I'm certainly not a tribute to
Mark Thomas. I saw Mark Thomas in John Lewis today looking at Barber jackets.
Did you?
Yeah, it was not very socialist, is it, Mark? Let's have a look. Izzy, Pearl and Dave clicking on the link. Friday, 21st of October.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, this sheet that I've been given is probably all complete bullshine then.
What does it say? That I'm from Jamaica and...
Isy's musical comedy has been compared to Victoria Wood.
Yes, that's... Well, that is true. But to be honest, I don't like being compared to anyone because everyone wants to kind of carve their own furrow. But if I'm compared to anyone, I like it to be Victoria Wood because she's a national treasure.
Okay, but funny?
Yeah, although I haven't ever really listened to her stuff, so it makes me really... when people say, "Oh, is she an influence?" because, and I go, I've literally only heard 2 of her songs, so it's like asking me if Chairman Mao is an influence.
How many songs of his have you heard? Just the 2?
Loads. He just puts all his speeches into... I don't know if you've heard it. It's all in 3/4.
It is wicked.
I made up a joke once where Chairman Meow was the punchline when I was a kid. I think it was something to do with him being a cat.
Of course it was!
I used to make up loads of jokes when I was a kid where I'd work out the punchline, which was like a pun on a word, and then make up this really convoluted setup. For example, there was a bird and she wove a nest out of twigs and everything like birds do, and then she was a single mum, and I used to go, "'Cause all men leave," and that used to get a bit of laugh from the adults because I was sort of 10, and then I used to go, and then she had to get food, so she wove a key for the nest and a lock for the nest and locked all her kids inside the nest, and she lived quite in Scotland, quite near a body of water, and she flew across the mountain and got food for the kids and then flew back, and then she went back to where she thought the nest was, and there was nothing there, and then she looked again, there was this horrible monster with loads of blood around its mouth and stuff, and it went, "I've eaten all your children," and she went, "Who are you?" and it went, "The locked nest monster." That is how I spent my time as a child.
You wrote that when you were 10?
Yeah, and I used to put on these plays at home and make my parents and their friends pay to watch me. Like,
I used to do
these
plays, but I would do
routines.
them free. I didn't get them to pay.
What plays do you used to do? Ones you've written or existing ones?
No, we just me and my sister, or maybe it was just me. Would just improvise them, but they could it could be a good hour and a half. I also used to do magic shows, but there would always be a bit in the magic show just as the trick was about to happen that I'd say, "I now need to step in the hallway," and I'd go out in the hallway and kind of do the thing, and then come back and go, "Aha!" and they'd go, "Yeah, very impressive, very impressive. Can we get on with our lives now?"
Did they ever involve like rabbits and stuff, or was it always you getting your sister to dress up as different things?
It involved the plays.
Yeah, or the magic things. I'm thinking of you pulling like a rabbit out of a hat.
I never pulled a rabbit out of a hat. It was normally the thing with you got 3 bits of rope that are different lengths.
Yeah.
And I could never actually do the bit. I knew the start and I knew the end, but I didn't know the middle bit, the magic bit. So I would go out and do that outside.
That's so cute.
Thanks. I can do it now if you want.
Do it now.
I won't. Eloise, did you ever do little shows when you were a girl? You're very quiet. Let's boost you.
I don't remember actually. I'd need to ask my mum. I've got terrible memory of being a child.
Why? What happened?
No, not.
Oh, you got a terrible memory
memories.
of
Yeah.
okay, of recalling the events that happened.
Yeah, I can't remember anything.
Okay. Izzy, you've only just arrived. You can stick around for a little bit, please.
I'd love to. I've got my tea. This tea is the equivalent of a blue steak.
What's a blue steak?
Well, it's where it's either where the steak is completely raw or where it's been, in inverted commas, shown the frying pan.
Yeah.
This tea, the water has been shown the bag. When I was in Edinburgh this year,
Yeah.
I had steak tartare. Have you ever had that?
No, I'm vegetarian. I've never had
right.
steak
Well,
or
this
prawns.
is your worst nightmare then.
Yeah.
I ordered it on my birthday because my birthday's in Edinburgh and I always
Yeah.
feel like a bit of a loser because every night in Edinburgh is party night.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make my birthday, the 11th of August, really different.
I like where you got that in there. So
Yeah.
everyone's
Just in case anyone remembers. I went to this restaurant and I ordered steak tartare and didn't realise it was raw. And they brought it and it's like mince.
Is
It's
it? Is
like
that
they
what it
bought
means?
mince from
Jeez.
Sainsbury's and put it onto a plate with a raw egg on top of it. And because I wanted to save face, I ate it and I ate frog's legs and snails.
Was it nice?
No, well, you know what? It was actually quite nice, but I couldn't get my head around the fact that I was eating raw steak, so that kind of ruined it. But I kind of mixed it all in together, like...
With the egg? Oh,
yeah, with the egg.
salmonella.
I know. It was like something from
God.
medieval times. I'm not sure they had that in medieval times, did they? Did they have mince then, do you think? I guess they wouldn't have had mince in medieval times because they wouldn't have had
A mincer?
mincing machines.
No.
They must have had something. A mangle.
Well, let's.
Yeah, they must have put it through a mangle.
We'll discuss mangles and mince after we've had a little bit of this.
Maybe.
The radio station you have on at the moment is called
We're on the radio. Sorry. We were having an argument as to whether Rabsy Nesbitt was dead or alive. You're saying he's alive?
He's alive. I didn't know if you meant the character or the actor.
The actor?
No, Gregor Fisher is very much alive.
I thought he died recently. I keep however many times I'm saying it, it's not going to change the fact. I'm glad he's alive, but
he is alive as far as I know. I hope he's a very nice man.
when you're going to be on the show, his show,
I'm going to be on Rabsy Nesbitt, yeah, but I don't know which episode. It's starting tomorrow, but Richard E. Grant's in that one.
Oh!
Yes.
Hey, he's good.
He is good.
From South Africa.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
I don't know what relevance that bears. I mean, I'm not saying anything. He's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know where you've got that from. Maybe you know a Scottish man who died, like a tramp or something.
That might
all
be it.
Scottish men dead.
That might be it. That's a really vivid dream that I've had then.
That's weird, isn't it?
0330 123 1215. Can someone phone in and tell me, has a famous Scottish actor who looks a bit trampy died in the last 6 months, please? I'm keen to know.
Well, I'm keen to know as well.
You're keen to know.
Yes.
So you're playing elsewhere. So we've got the Bloomsbury Theatre on Friday the 21st of October. Tickets at thebloomsbury.com.
Yeah, and if you don't live in London, and why should you, frankly?
Don't conform.
I'm in Brighton on the 20th, the night before, and I'm in Hull Comedy Festival on the 22nd, which is the day after. But also I'm in Sheffield Comedy Festival on the 16th of October, which is reasonably soon. I think that's the next week.
Do you not get bored going around the country, though?
A bit. I can't drive. That's the problem.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time in B&Bs, kind of. We stayed in a B&B recently where you had to pay a deposit for the kettle.
Sorry?
Yeah, in Birmingham. It's called the EMAP Hotel or ETAP.
You have to pay. How much is the deposit for the kettle?
A £5.
Wow.
So I bought a pot noodle, but then I had to get the guy at reception to make it because we didn't have a kettle.
Oh, so you refused to pay the £5?
Yeah, we thought, well, we just need a pot noodle, so. Yeah.
So, someone's calling in. They might be able to tell us a dead Scottish actor. Hello, Line 1. You're on the wireless.
Is that me?
What, is it?
It is, yeah. I
Yep.
think the guy you're thinking about that's died is the sidekick from Rabsy Nesbitt. I think he died a while ago.
Oh, did he? Who's he?
I can't think of his name.
Okay, that's...
I have no idea.
Okay, well, what's your name, caller?
My name's George.
George, would you like to ask Izzy any questions?
I would love to, but I'm very busy at the moment, so I had to...
Oh, George, you're breaking my heart.
I'd like to, but I'm very busy at the moment. Not too busy to phone up and say some vague nonsense about Rabsy Nesbitt's psychic.
Well, that's useful. The plot thickens.
Yeah, so there is definitely a dead Scottish actor somewhere.
There must be.
There must be. But
Yeah.
but I've stayed in B&Bs and they're horrible, really. I'm sure the one you just mentioned is wonderful, but when it's like some old woman's house or something, and breakfast is in her kitchen and it's a Rice Krispies in one of those plastic tubs or something, it's not a pleasant way to live.
No, I suppose. I mean, I used to find it really sort of rock and roll. Like when I started doing stand-up, and especially when I worked at Obbins for years, and I gave up work and I was like, I'm a full-time comic and an actor and stuff, and then I sort of really loved it. Like I'd stay in really dodgy B&Bs and back when you could smoke inside and all the walls would be yellow and everything. But now I suppose I'm a little bit like, it'd be nice to go home. But I stayed in one in Aberystwyth about 5 days ago where it was quite a sort of normal B&B, like it was kind of like an old lady's house type of thing, but the bath was also a jacuzzi. It was like a normal bath, but it had and my boyfriend was staying there too. So when we got in, we got in at like 2 a.m. We were really hammered, and I was like, "Let's have a jacuzzi. It'll be so romantic." And he's like, "I'm so tired. We had to get up at 6:15 to get back to London." And I was like, "Please, just for 10 minutes." So he turned the hot tap on in the bath, and the hot tap came off in his hand, and then boiling hot water was gushing out of this pipe, basically. And then we had to keep calling this guy's mobile who like lived in the same house, and he kept falling asleep while we were on the phone. Then he came and with his bare hands just fitted the tap back in, like a bear. It was amazing.
There's nothing. It always sounds romantic and a little bit sexy to have a bath with someone. It never works out.
Never.
It's uncomfortable. It's unpleasant. Someone's going to have the taps in them and the plug up their anus, which is it's just horrible.
I think you only ever do it for memories. You know, when you're doing something and you think, I'm doing this so that in 10 years I can go, remember the time we had that jacuzzi in Aberystwyth? Like, you're literally making memories. Yeah. And it's painful.
Horrible.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexy about it. You can't have sex in a bath. How are you supposed to have sex? I can barely have sex in a bed these days.
No, it's really hard. And also, I read in the bath, and so the bath is always surrounded by waterlogged books. that you can't really lean on. It's just, it would be a nightmare.
I don't really like baths. I don't understand these people that can sit in a bath for an hour and
I love
and
it.
chill out.
me too.
You're girls as well. You're
It's
girls.
the best thing ever.
No.
And then getting into the clean sheets afterwards.
Clean sheets I like.
Lovely.
I'm a fan of clean sheets. Don't get me wrong. I love a good clean sheet. But sitting in a bath for an hour...
Is it because you don't take... Maybe if you read or listen to the radio, it would be okay.
I do listen to the radio in the bath. That means I can stay in there for about 15 minutes. You can't read in the bath because you get wet pages.
I don't care about that.
Sorry?
The wet pages.
No, nor do I. I like it. I like it when a book is sort of bent by water and a bit marked by marker pen in your
You
bag.
like bent books?
Yeah,
what are you
I like,
talking about?
Listen, mate, I only read bent books.
Hey!
But I like it when the books are used.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
and then if
I
you lend
do.
them to someone, they can see that you've really enjoyed it. I hate it when people keep books in pristine condition.
Pristine.
Well,
you
no,
feel
I-
like you can't ever bend the spine.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
like it when books are kept. I lent the Simon Day autobiography, which is a cracking read, to my brother-in-law, and it brand new. It came back in a terrible state, and he went, "Oh, I've read this quite hard." And I
Well,
s-
that's a good way of putting it.
yeah, but he ruined it. Line 1. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
Richard. What can we do for you?
Hi. Yeah. Dead actors.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a website called famousdead.com.
Wow, that's not morbid, is it?
No, not at all. And I can't see any Scottish actors died recently. The last actor to have died on the 11th of September was Andy Whitfield.
Who's he?
He was a Welsh-born Australian model and actor.
Right.
I knew you would have heard of him.
But you're not helping us in the slightest, Richard. Welsh and plus Australian does not equal Scottish.
Very true. My wife's Scottish, and I said if I told her she was Welsh or Australian, I'd probably probably be dead.
Thank you very much.
What's Mr. Whitfield done? Has he got? Have they got a CV on there as well?
I've cut him off now.
Oh.
He was too morbid.
Was he?
He was. Oh, did you quite enjoy that?
Well, I wanted
I'll get
to
him back.
know-
I'll get him back.
Well, I wanted to know
get
what
him
was
back.
the best thing that Andy Whitfield had done.
Let's get him back. You've asked for this now. Oh, he's engaged. There we go. Look at that.
He's probably ringing his mates. Going, I just went on the radio and I said that my wife would kill me if I said. But he didn't talk like that. Maybe that's how he talks in real life.
I've never seen Peep Show.
Yeah, you don't need to.
No, but I hear it's excellent. I don't really watch much TV these days, and every time I mention, "Oh, I've not seen Peep Show," oh, you should. You'd like that. It's done very well. It's had like 8 series or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're doing the 7th. No, the 8th next year.
Is there another one coming out?
We're doing the 8th next year. I think they might have commissioned 2 so that there were 8 and 9 in the bag kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it might be like, the reason I say you don't need to is do it if you've got time, but
Yeah.
it might be a bit like me and Star Wars, because I've never seen Star Wars, and obviously people say to me, oh, you've got to see it, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Tonight, everyone else is talking like that. You got to see it, it's a classic. But I just sort of now, I go, well, it's become such a big thing in my mind that I'd have to properly sit down and watch it
Yeah.
rather than just watching 10 minutes
Yeah.
of it on YouTube.
I've never seen Star Wars either.
Maybe it's a girl thing. We just sit in the bath all the time, bending books.
I've never heard Stairway to Heaven, and I've only seen one episode of Friends.
Richard's phoning back.
Can I be in your gang? Richard.
Hello.
Yes,
it
tell
wasn't engaged. You just wanted me to pay for the call.
Yeah, I did. So this dead actor, what's he done?
What's he done? Let's have a look. He's probably best known for his title role in the Starz television show Spartacus: Blood and Sand.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel bad now that we're kind of, not knowing anything about this dead guy. And
No, he's not Scottish, but it's a weird website. You should look at it. Famousdead.com.
again,
Did you know about it already, Richard?
No, I just looked it up because I was sitting here listening to you.
Oh, I'm sorry about my impression of your voice, by the way. I think you've got a very nice accent.
That's better.
but you do speak a bit funny, don't you, Richard?
Do I?
A little bit.
Oh, I can speak funny if you want me to.
That's great. You should get him as a sidekick.
Thanks, Richard.
See ya.
There we go.
See ya.
Oh, he sounded a bit annoyed at the end. See ya.
No, he liked it.
But so it's coming back, is it, Peep Show?
It's coming back. I think we're doing it, but I don't think we're filming it till summer because Sam and Jesse and Simon Blackwell, who write it,
Yeah.
they've been doing fresh meat.
Oh,
and
you've been
stuff
doing
and a
their
lot
other
of
thing,
stuff.
haven't they?
Yeah, so I haven't seen that, but I hear it's great. I read
Yeah.
a few of the scripts and I thought it was
But you
very
kind
good.
of hope that doesn't take off. Well, you must do, surely, because if that takes off, then they're going to go, Peep Show, we've done 8 of those. Time to put that. Let's do this Jack Whitehall vehicle.
Or maybe they could sort of merge the two and call it Fresh Meat Peep Show. Or...
I like it when things cross
Fresh
over
meat
like
Peep.
that. Sorry?
So I was just saying, fresh meat Peep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, and then they just enlarge the show element of it, and then that's covered.
I got very excited once. There was a thing, I don't know why they did it, but EastEnders mentioned Coronation Street and Coronation Street mentioned EastEnders once.
That's nice.
And it was awesome. Dot said, I'm going to go and watch Coronation Street now. And Corey did kind of... And that was... I found that very exciting.
Oh, that's really great. It's like they've slipped it in under the radar. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Like, sometimes if you're watching property shows or DIY shows and they put a really cool song in, like Gorky's Zygotic Monkey or some really obscure band, you think that's the editor just having fun.
Line 1. Hello? Oh, they've gone. There we go.
Do you want me to pretend to be them?
Yeah, go on.
All right, mate.
A different accent, at least.
Yeah, I can do a lot of accents.
Not all of our callers talk in deep voices. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
It's Jerry.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right, Jerry. What can we do for you?
Keith Jagwin.
Sorry?
It's on the answering machine.
What on earth are you talking about?
Keith Jagwin.
I know you're talking about Keith Chegwin, but why?
He changes halfway through. He gives up. Goes to Ross.
OK, I'm going to cut you off, Jerry.
No.
There we go. So,
Does he call a lot?
all the time. So, let's do the business ones. You haven't got a website or anything.
No, I know I should have one. I tweet about my gigs. And I just need to sort it out. I've got a big problem with...
horrible noise.
That is a Scottish noise. So if you don't like it, you're actually a racist and a xenophobe. So fine, Iain Lee, which is spelt the Scottish way, might I add.
Yeah, my granddad was Scottish. So
you
I
should
can
be
be
able to do
racist.
the noise.
I can be racist about the Scotch.
I'm a bit Jewish and a bit Scottish, so when you get those two together, you make noise.
You get
like
moida or something. Is that what the case? But you've not got a website.
No. I don't like technology. I have a big problem with it. I don't really go online. I check chortle.co.uk once a day for comedy news, and I go on Twitter like once every 3 days and check my emails, and that's it. But I hearken back. Is that right? Harken?
You can hearken, yes.
I harken back to the times where it was just letters and phone calls in a landline, and I don't like all these options. I think if it, I don't want to have a choice of texting someone or paging someone who does that now, right, guys?
Page.
Or, in fact, I might get a pager. Maybe that's.
I miss pages.
Yeah,
hang
me
on.
too.
Let's try line 1.
never
Line 1,
had
you're on the
one.
wireless.
Ian,
Yeah.
it's George again.
Okay.
Right.
What?
Been on Google. Andrew Fairley.
Oh.
George, thanks for calling. So, Izzy, you're on Friday the 21st of October at the Bloomsbury.
Yes.
Other places
Yeah.
are available.
I'll tweet about them at twitter.com/. Is that right? No.
Just say at Isy Suttie.
At isysuttie.com. ISYSUTTIE.
You don't need a .com.
No, www.twitter.com/Isy Suttie. I don't know. I'm
Just
still
get on
MySpace.
Twitter.
I'm still on MySpace.
Oh, my God.
But I am taking that down soon.
Jeez. Okay. I will tweet your tweet address now
Thank
so
you.
that people...
I just want to live my life, guys, free of technology.
You stopped tweeting about the monkeys as well. That's the only reason I started to follow you.
Oh, yeah, OK, I'll do some more tweets about
Thank
the
you very much.
monkeys.
And your jelly's on its way.
Well, I won't believe that until I see it.
Well, don't forget the deal. Tom Price becomes my friend.
This was an old deal, if anyone is wondering what this is.
Yeah.
Iain wants to make friends with Tom Price, who I know,
Yeah.
who's a very fine stand-up, and Iain Lee has offered to send me jelly in return for getting Tom Price to be his friend, but as yet I've received no jelly.
The problem I'm having, I'll tell you the problem I'm having, is getting jelly delivered every day. Would you accept a bulk delivery of jelly?
How, like a year's worth?
Don't.
Well, no, because otherwise the postage would cost me a
Cop-out.
fortune. This is what I'm discussing. The postage would cost me a fortune, and it's tricky. I can do it, but...
When I was waiting in reception, I heard you say that you had money to play with.
Say money. I had a nice meeting with my accountant today, and there's money to play with.
You can claim back the jelly
I probably could actually. Yeah. All right, jelly every day.
for a year.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, for 2 weeks. Okay, for 2 weeks. Or if you do it for a year, I'll get Tom Price and Russell Brand to be your friends.
Are you friends with Russell Brand?
No, well, I gigged with him once.
He thrusted at me in this lift in this building.
What did he?
It frightened me. I asked if his penis was too close to my genitalia,
Vagina.
and I got giggly and went, no.
He did it.
And then he thrusted. at you, or was that part of the conversation?
Do you want to know the whole thing?
Yeah.
So I was stalking him a little bit by riding up and down the lift, hoping that he would get in the lift. Eventually he did get in the lift with, I think his name's Matt, the guy that he writes with. And I went, you two are very tall, aren't you? And they went, shall I loom over you? And they loomed over me.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, no, it's freaky. And he was like, what about if I lunge at you? And I said, you just look a bit strange. He went, what about if I thrust at you? And then he thrust his bits towards me. And then he went, is my penis too close to you?
And then you just giggled.
Yeah, and then he went, I like your hair. And then that Matt guy rolled his eyes and went, here we go again. And I just ran out of the lift, frightened.
And then you were like, I'm not going to stalk you anymore.
Well, it was the day before Valentine's.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude,
and I was convinced I was going to get a card.
Right, we're late for the adverts. We've only played 2 songs. I'm trying to wrap this up, Eloise,
All
and
right.
you're telling a boring story about how you were in a lift.
Let's just go and have a bath, Eloise.
Yeah, with our books that are wrinkly.
Suddenly, I'm interested in baths. Izzy, lovely to see you. Oh, look at you raising your eyebrows.
No, I rolled my eyes. I didn't raise my eyebrows.
You raised. Oh, he's gone down. He's gone down that route, has he?
I meant a bath side to side with a partition between them.
Thanks for coming in.
It's a great pleasure, as always.
Ta-ta.
Absolute.
Oh, man, Philo's bonkers. You know the fella that was emailing me the other day?
Yeah.
So he's written all this nonsense. I've written back, call in or F off, you mental end of a penis. Right. Your emails are going straight to junk now, so ta-ta. So I've checked my junk emails and they go... And he's written back, what? Call in to you and then you hang up. Just because you cannot handle being... The only reason I hung up on him was because he... Swore very badly. F and C. You cannot handle being told how it is by a listener instead of stats. In fact, your mail totally vindicates what I've been on about. As a consumer, I can and will say what I want. Not once have you said that you find my views or opinion offensive. I would then refrain from commenting if you had have done. OK, I find your views... hang on. I find your views and opinion offensive.
Full stop, the end.
So he'll stop now, will he? No, of course he won't, 'cause he's bonkers, but OK. Your show's format is or seems to be based on this and the random drunks that call you carry you through your show.
Including you.
I'm not calling you. You have my number. Or is it that you want me to call, then hang up and disappear to the boys' room with your triumph? Regardless of what I say, I will ensure that your mail to me telling me to F off and also calling me the end of a penis lands in the right place. You either deal with or not. All you are doing is provoking it. If this is your curtain call, then how unprofessional are you? Get the studio manager to call me. That's you. Instead, either way, I'm not letting this lie now. In fact, you've probably already breached the company's use of email. Well, I haven't. All right, so he's asking me to call him, is he?
Sounds like it.
I'm going to call him then.
But...
Any swears,
yeah.
Off.
Exactly.
Immediately. He's
Those are the
asked
rules.
me to call him. Jeez, this guy's bonkers. We're in delay, aren't we? Yes, we're in delay. Okay,
I saw it was in delay.
Where's his phone number gone?
Oh, bloody better be.
Yeah, okay. He's asked me to call him. So, okay, it's not hassle or anything like that. Harassment. Hassle. You got done for hassle me. You done hassle me. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Welcome to BT Answer 1571.
Philo! Okay, we'll try again. We'll try again.
Welcome to BT Answer 1571.
So he's clearly sent that email. Oh, God, he might call me. I'll turn my phone
That's
off.
We'll give him a chance. Maybe he's on the phone to mum something. I'll play a record. We'll come back. And we'll try him again. Okay, that sounds fair enough. I'll send him an email saying I'm going to call him, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
groovy.
My liar's chair.
Can I just say, if you are driving Mr. Rhys Thomas at the moment, if you're driving Mr. Rhys Thomas, the actor and comedian, would you mind shutting up, please?
Cannot repair. I would find a way.
So we're going to get Rhys Thomas in next week.
Oh, okay.
Rhys is awesome. He did, what did he do? Oh, he did Down the Line, which is like a very funny show on Radio 4. It's like a kind of spoof phony show. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I know of it.
It's brilliant.
Will you tell Mark? Because I won't be here.
Well, fingers crossed you'll be here.
Yeah.
You're such a spanner. You're such a Spaniard in the works. Right, so we'll try Philo one more time.
That's racist.
Let's try Philo one more time. Let's see if he's not replied to the email, so we'll see if...
Welcome to BT Answer 1571.
Philo! What I'm getting is...
Oh, he must have said the worst word.
He did say the worst word. Yeah, he said it when he phoned up before.
I forgot that he said the worst one.
But I'm in a little bit of trouble with my swear words. Yeah! I need to play... I'm so far behind on the music. Let's go to Nick in Sefton Park. Yes, Nick.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Isn't it annoying when cab drivers don't shut up?
It is.
You're in the back of a cab, you want to listen to the radio or chill out a little bit and all this, and it's like, shut up!
I couldn't agree with you more.
I couldn't agree with me anymore, even if I tried.
So, I haven't spoken to you for a while. I thought I'd give you an update.
OK, let's have a little update.
Doing well.
OK. Oh, you were having a little bit of a boozy situation?
No longer.
No longer. How long have you been clean?
Well, that at a time, isn't it? Doesn't really matter
that
how
time.
long, but a while.
Good lad, well done.
Just taking it easy, doing a bit, a few bits and bobs to keep myself active now.
Yes.
Give them a few daytime activities and...
A few daytime activities, that sounds mysterious.
Well, sort of voluntary, not sort of drop in to helping people out, that sort of thing. Good stuff for my head.
All good stuff for your head and good stuff for your soul, brother.
I don't know about souls, sir. I don't go for that sort of thing.
No, listen, man, you're suffering from a spiritual malady, and by doing stuff for other people, it takes you out of yourself, and it's a good thing.
Well, I do try and do things for other people all the time.
Ever been to court?
I have never been to court.
Oh, man, because listen, Eloise has got a big case tomorrow, and... You know, I want her to do well. I really want her to do well in this, but I don't think she's going to.
You're terrifying me talking like this, Ian.
Well,
well, she's charming. I hope she does well.
You can't charm your way out of, those looters couldn't charm their way out of,
Well, tell me about it. They're at the bottom of my street.
Sorry?
They're at the bottom of my street.
Okay.
I won't say any more.
Don't say any more, for goodness sakes.
No.
I'm going to be dressed well, though.
I think you need to wear... can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
You're a good-looking girl, you've got a great body, dress slutty. Because if the judge sniffs a bit... I don't mean literally, that would be unpleasant. But if he sniffs, he might, let you off.
Or he might look at it the other way, thinking, look at this slutty person in
that's
our
the gamble.
society.
That's the gamble you've got to take.
What I might go is, like,
Stockings.
sexy secretary.
Miss Jones.
Because then I look... like an upstanding member of community.
Before I answer that question, Judge, may I just turn around and pick up this coin that I've dropped on the floor?
Ruler.
Flash that. Give it a little bit of a
Well, I'm
wiggle.
going to be wearing my glasses.
Yep. Pull them down over your nose. Sorry, Nick. Yes, I forgot you were there. Yes?
Guess what happened to me today?
You had your conversation interrupted?
Yes. No, I found a £1 coin. And guess what I did with it?
You... Oh, hang on a minute. You put it down a tart's bra.
No, I gave it to my best friend to come round to see me because he was short.
There we go. Well, isn't that marvellous? I'm going to play the Eagles now. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Tom, you're up next. We need tips to get Eloise through her court ordeal tomorrow. I'm worried we're going to lose her, kids. She's been a very, very naughty girl.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load,
Phil is not happy at all. Can you drop the kiss and the ta-ta? I don't know what that means. I'm not your boy. I'm not in the mood for substances such as you. I will deal direct with your bosses. As for you direct, not interested. But you asked me to call.
Easy. Don't let the sound of your own weed.
Here comes Barry from Watford with his innuendo. It will be funny, he will say funny things about his tinkle, but really he means his dog, not his penis. But when he says vagina, he means Margaret's vagina. That's not an innuendo, that is Latin.
How do you know that when I mention my tinkle, I'm not referring to my dingle, dingle, dangle? How do you know no. When I mention my wife's knockers, I'm not actually referring to people who are criticising her, but her actual breasts.
Because your act is quite boring and old, and it's based on old comedy, and it's easy to see how it works, because I've seen a carry-on movie. It's more sophisticated than Barry.
It seems very popular. I have people getting attached to me all the time. Time, boom, boom. Time, boom, boom. Martin Lutley, Tom Lutley, James Moyes. They're the people who wanted me to mention them because they're big fans who often contact me. So if you don't like, get in the Silver Sony. Perhaps get one of the other Muppets on.
Just mentioning names that you've made up. You're plucking names from your wrinkly old bum hole. That's where you've got the names from.
They're real people. How would I get those names from my wrinkly bum hole?
Wasn't that Noel Edmonds who used to live in Wrinkly Bumhole?
Oh, he did. Wasn't that wonderful, that show? Wrinkly Bumhole. And that lovely Mr. Ecton. Wasn't he funny?
Mr. Ecton!
Oh.
End of an all, it's examination time.
Yeah, you're the one who...
Hello.
You know, you talk about innuendos.
Yeah.
You said bumhole and wrinkly bum.
In my endos, in you endos. Oh, here comes Barry, he is gonna be rude. Here comes Barry, thank Christ he's not in the nude. Imagine seeing his testicles like shriveled walnuts in your face. Here comes Barry, he's a little bit racist.
Hey, here comes Barry, he's gonna get you a Sony. Here comes Barry, an Emmy, an Oscar and a Tony. Here comes He's the best in the world, and he's got something to say, and you will be quite... don't put the echo on now. Finish it.
Barry from Watford, it really is a delight and a pleasure to have you on the show this evening. Barry, what have you been up to over the past few days?
I've been rehearsing for my show at the 100 Club, Oxford Street, of which Sir Ian of Lee will be performing Thursday night.
Performing a good 8 to 8.5 minutes worth of material. I use the word material very, very loosely to imply there is no material. I'll just be standing on stage.
Please, anybody who would like to come to the show at the 100 Club, it also features a top pop star.
Are you allowed to say? Are you allowed to say who that top pop star is?
I don't know whether I want to because it might spoil the surprise.
Is it the person you told me?
It's the person who recorded Wonderwall.
Had a very, very big hit with that song.
A very big hit with the song Wonderwall.
Wow.
Will be performing
That is
at
exciting.
the 100 Club.
Yeah.
Also a bloke who's off of Alan Partridge.
Oh, which bloke of Alan Partridge?
Simon Greenall. It does the meerkat thing as well.
Oh.
He's doing a character called Let's Have a Laffy with Colonel Gaddafi.
He was on the 11 o'clock show.
Greenall?
Is he the Geordie fella on Partridge?
That's it,
Do you remember on the 11 o'clock show they did like a spoof version of the Elf Uur show, which was a Dutch version of it?
I didn't watch the 11 o'clock show. It's for the terrible performers. Awful.
Okay, well, he did that. Okay, carry on. He's good. I like him. He's good.
Jim Campbell, who was on with that gig we done.
Okay, you're basically just saying names, again, pulling names from your wrinkly bumhole. No one's heard of these names. Let's be honest, if they're going to come, it's going to be for the wonderful chap, Wonderwall chap. Wonderwall, and me and you. Me. And you.
Yes.
Me.
And we're doing bingo.
Is Rhys Thomas coming?
Rhys, if you're listening, you're very, very, very welcome to do some of your Welsh-based humour.
He's coming on the show next Tuesday, I've just decided.
That's right.
Yeah?
I'll invite them all on.
Yeah.
Invite them all into the studio. Why not?
Dear.
I didn't have much to talk about.
We noticed.
Taggart.
Sorry?
Taggart.
What about him?
That's not a name from my wrinkly bummer, although it sounds like it.
Ooh,
Taggart.
Doctor, I've got a very bad Taggart.
There's been a murder up my bumhole. Did you ever see that one? The circle is closing in on him. Hello? No, Taggart is perhaps the Scottish actor who died.
No. Joanne? Joanne?
No, not Joanne. It was definitely Taggart.
Joanne?
Hi, Ian.
No, oh, hello.
Hello, Joanne.
Hi, Ian. It's Gillian.
Gillian! Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, dear.
You do sound very nervous, Gillian.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
It's been a month.
I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying.
Don't be nervous, darling.
Barry, put Gillian at ease, please.
Oh, Gillian, I want you to just try and forget about all the people who are lying in bed now thinking, who's this idiot who can't even get her name right? She better be good because I've stayed up late and I've got work tomorrow. So try and put that out of your head, Gillian, and say something interesting or funny. Now get on with it.
Okay, is the answer Gerard Kelly?
Oh, yes, he is the fella that passed on, yes.
Yeah, I think he died round about December or something because he was meant to be in a pantomime.
Yeah.
So I think that's the guy.
Gillian,
I was only joking about that.
Gillian, you're
I feel bad now. Gillian,
Barry, apologise to Gillian.
Gillian,
No.
you are a delight. You're charming, and you're informative, and those three are going to win this programme a Sony.
You're obsessed with a Sony. Gillian, thank you for taking the time to call in.
I was just going to say, Ian.
Yes.
No, don't have to say anymore.
No, shut up, Barry. Let us speak. I like Gillian. Shut up. Yes, Gillian, carry on.
If you go into the BBC iPlayer,
Yeah.
there was a Radio 4 series called Fags, Mags and Bags.
What?
Yes, I know it.
Yeah.
And Gerard Kelly's in some of those episodes.
Okay. I'm not going to do that.
Before he died.
I'm not going to do that, but thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, if you had somebody that phoned on and put on an old band's voice that was in some Radio 4 comedies...
Hey?
What?
He might be able to help you out.
Okay. Well, Gillian, unfortunately, we have no one who fits that description, but thank you for highlighting it to us. Ta-ta, Gillian, there we go.
Cheeky mare.
Cheeky mare, indeed.
There's been a murder.
Up my bumhole.
There's been a murder up my bumhole.
Let's go to Mick in Bumhead. Hello, Mick.
Hello, are you alright, Ian?
Yeah, I'm all right. Say hello to Barry.
No, I'll call Barry a penis because last time I spoke to him, he slagged the northern people off.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Yeah, Barry,
I called Barry a penis.
Hey, listen. Look, I've met some northern people before, and my heart goes out to them. I would never, ever be so rude. It must be hell up there, and I think if I was rude, I can only apologise. We're all certainly thinking of you in these tough times.
Well, Barry, could you send me a cheque of money then, seeing as I'm in a bad way?
Barry, could you send him a cheque of money?
I can send you a cheque of money. What is a cheque of money?
Well, Barry, I don't know. With you being a penis, you obviously don't understand English, do you?
Are you allowed to say that word, well, twice now?
When it's directed at you, Barry, yes, he is.
I don't work for Absolute Radio. I'm allowed to say anything as long as I want, as long as I don't swear, mate.
I don't work for the manager, do I?
Barry, could you just shut up and just breathe in case you die, mate? Because...
He's a charmer, isn't he?
No, Barry, I'm not here to charm you. You're from Watford, mate, and I'm sorry. My football team's going to play yours, yeah? Can I stay at your nursing home?
My the Sundown in West Watford.
Whatever you want to call it, where I'm sitting, it sounds like the OK Corral, mate.
Good. Now, I don't want to say nothing nasty about the North because I went there once and it was frightful.
Was it raining, Barry?
It was raining, it was snowing. It had its own unique charm, but, you know, basically I wouldn't want to live there. But for those who do like you, it's obviously giving you that nice cheery disposition that you have.
Yes, you know Wonderwall, what you're going to sing, get someone to sing. That's a northern song, mate. Oasis.
Yes.
That would be a northern song, mate, wouldn't it?
I don't remember even taking the mickey out of the North. Why are you having a go at me?
Barry, I remember it. You did. You were quite rude.
Rubbish, mate. Ian,
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What
You
did I
called them
say?
penises.
What did I say about the North?
You slagged the northern part of the country off.
He did. He did.
Absolute rubbish.
You did.
They are.
Barry, I have no reason to lie. I haven't got something pointing out of my head, towards the sun, mate. You have.
Yeah, but I would like to just say to any of my northern friends, good night, my darling.
Barry, I've been listening to Absolute.
Good night to you.
We were told that over radio
I
station.
love you from the north.
No, you
whatever
don't,
it is you do.
If you love me from the north, you'd give me a cheque for £2,000 now, you boring man.
Well, OK, I'll get you a cheque for £2,000. You can buy an entire road for that. And good luck to you.
Well, Barry, hold on a second, mate. Now you've said that and you're a so-called celebrity. Now Ofcom can get you if you don't send me a cheque, mate.
Oh, my God, you're right. You've got me there.
Correct. I've got a law book in front of me right now, Barry.
He has got a law book in front of him, and he can do it.
A cheque of money and a law book? You want to... Does it say in your... Hello?
Hello.
Who's that?
It's Vinny.
Hello, Vinny. This man from the north says I was rude.
Yeah, I've been up north and it's not that good.
I know. And that's someone who lives in East Ham.
Yeah, it is worse than East Ham.
What? I remember. First of all, I like being called a so-called celebrity. That has made my evening. But I can't send a cheque of money. That's out of the question. What bile?
Did you say penis?
Yeah, that's the fourth time it's been said tonight.
Oh.
I think I'd better go to bed. To all my friends in the north.
Hello, Barry.
Oh God!
Yeah, you can't say that because there's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, mate, Vin, I've been waiting to talk to you, man.
All right, how you doing?
Hey, mate, I'm excellent.
I'm out of here. Bye.
Barry, are you going? Because, mate, you bored me. And Ian, why did you hang up on me, mate?
I can't handle it anymore. I've got to play back. I can't handle it anymore.
Junk at heart is junk in my...
Vinny, can you call in? We've got a game of iPod roulette brewing and I need you to be the judge. Come on, Vinny, don't let me down. We need you to be the judge for iPod roulette. Only you can do it. Should I call you back?
Yes, please.
You stay there, I'll call you straight back. There we go. And we just press this little button. Save him a few pence, isn't it, you see? That's what we like to do here. Not like Talk Sport. We call you back. Generally. Not always. Tom, you want to play iPod roulette?
I do indeed, sir.
I'm going to kick your ass. Vinny's going to be the judge.
Okay.
Vinny!
Hello?
Yes!
Yay.
Sorry?
Yes.
Are you okay, Vinny? You sound a bit down tonight.
I've got this congestion in my chest.
I don't know why am I laughing at that? But that does make me laugh. The congestion in your chest?
Yeah.
Whoa, you do sound a bit bunged up, mate.
Yeah, I find it hard to breathe.
Oh, well, don't try too hard. Now, the rules of iPod Roulette are very simple. We set our iPods or MP3 players to shuffle. It's the best of three. Vinny will be the judge. We go with whatever he says. Tom, we have one chance to skip a track if we don't like it. Do you understand?
I concur.
I'll go first. I'm setting it to shuffle. I'm hitting the... This one's charged this time. Oh, no, that's not shuffle. That's search. Hang on a second. Hang on. I can't remember how to work the bloody thing. Music. Shuffle. OK, here we go. Shuffle. Vinny, could you not breathe so heavily, please? Thank you. Oh, here we go.
Thank you,
What is that?
Pizzicato 5. Just give it a second. Give it a second, give it a second. I can hear you wheezing, Vinny. It's not really helping.
I told him my chest is congested.
Yeah, I know, but could you stop wheezing? If you're going to wheeze, move your mouth away from the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Tom, see if you can beat that.
Here we go, here we go.
Okay. Oh, my God, what is that? Like the Blue Oyster Bar or something. What is that?
Well, they're both pretty bad.
They are both pretty bad, I'll give you that,
Yeah.
Vinny. What
that was
that?
Limp Bizkit, number one.
Vinny, what do you reckon? It's either the Pizzicato 5...
What was yours?
Pizzicato 5.
I'll go for the Limp Bizkit because I've never heard of them.
Well, no, that's not what. That's not the rule. That's not how it works. You don't. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
even...
like I said, they're both pretty awful.
Okay, but you've made the decision because you've heard the name of the band. That's not what it's based on.
And I kind of like the band as well.
Okay, that's 1-0 to Tom Gibson. Although I don't think that's been done fairly. Tom, you go first this time. Away you go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that is
Beat
dirty.
that, sir. Beat that, sir.
That's dirty. It's the Beatles, Hard Day's Night. Okay. Okay, turn it off, turn it off. Here comes my next one. Here we go. Okay, I'm sticking with this. It's only The Who singing Pure and Easy. Oh! Vinny, The Who versus the Beatles. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
I heard of the Beatles song, but I never heard the Who song.
Right.
But the Who song sounds better. So I went for the Who.
Yes! In your face, Tom Gibson, 1-1.
Okay, so
The deciding
fight
round.
for death.
I'll
Indeed.
do the next one. Okay, the next one is this. Teach yourself Japanese. Unit 6. How much is it? I'm going to skip this.
Yeah.
And hope there's something better on the other side. Oh, yes, there is! Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy. It's only the Eels with strings. Bride of Theme from Blinking Lights live. Enjoy.
Sounds like carnival music.
Carnival music is good music. Beautiful. Beat that, Gibson.
Prepare to have your mind blown.
Yeah, I'm blowing it. Go on.
Is that tap water?
What?
Is that tap? It's like a tap running.
Is that a tap running, Gibson?
No, it was a bit of Queen for you.
Well, what Queen? We can't hear it. What Queen one?
I'll try again.
Oh, it's just...
Get it then?
Oh, it sounds like a mess. Vinny, come on, just put him out of his misery.
Yeah, Ian's won that one. I mean, I couldn't hear what he was singing.
Gibson, bye-bye.
Up yours.
Oh, he got in a sneaky punch there. Vinny.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for God's sake. Why don't you go and have a little bit of whiskey and get out of my life?
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
She's polite.
I'd rather be liberated.
The last 15 minutes of the show before Polly comes in and does her thing. Let's go to Hal. Hello, Hal.
Hey, yeah.
Hey.
No, I was going to give advice to Eloise.
Let's have it. Let's have it. She's got court case tomorrow. We could lose it
Are
for
we
a while.
allowed to know what type of court? Is it magistrate, crown, civil court, county court?
It's magistrate.
Okay, what is it? Are we allowed to know what type of offence? Driving or is that secret?
It's kind of not really, no.
Okay, no problem. Has she got a lawyer? That's quite important.
No, she's
if
not.
She hasn't,
No.
if she hasn't, she can get the duty solicitor when she gets there.
Okay, right.
And I think that's free.
Right.
So they could represent her in the court. But I'd go dress quite smartly.
You go for smart, not slutty.
No, because
Interesting.
you might get a woman magistrate, so it might not work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be a shame.
But yeah, so that's what I would do. Talk to the duty solicitor. Get there early. Talk to the duty solicitor for like half an hour before. Explain whatever the story is. Tell them the truth, like the whole story. Tell the lawyer the truth.
I don't know if the truth would help Eloise in this situation.
Oh, right.
If
well,
you
then,
get what I'm saying.
Okay, we'll tell her the sort of as near to the truth as you can.
Okay,
Or tell her from the point of view of whatever way she's going to try and present it in front of the court.
Yeah.
Tell that to the lawyer, because it's no good telling to the lawyer, I did it, but I'm going to tell them this, because then you've compromised the lawyer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So ethically, professionally, they're supposed to say, "Oh no, I can't help you."
I do. Hal, if I'm honest, I mean, she's doing the podcast now. She can't hear us.
Yeah.
I don't think it looks brilliant.
But I mean, you know, I'm sure, assuming she's not been in trouble before, I'm sure nothing really bad will happen. I mean,
she's been in a little bit of trouble before.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm intrigued, but that would be my advice anyway. Talk to the duty solicitor.
All right. Listen, Hal,
get there early.
tomorrow night's show, hopefully, God willing, Eloise and I will be able to go into much more detail about what she's alleged to have done. Hal, thank you for that. I've got to move because we're running out of time. Dark breath.
Hi, Ian.
Yes.
You alright?
I'm busting for a wee.
We're going to have one. I can
What?
talk to Eloise.
No, she's busy doing the podcast. Come on.
I just have some tips for us tomorrow.
You got some what for her?
Tips.
Tips. Okay, lovely.
Not anything else. Just to act nice and cool and calm.
Yes.
Don't say dress nicely.
Just act nice and cool and calm. What? That's not a tip.
It is.
How is that a tip? Of course she's going to act nice and cool and calm.
You should always get harassed. You know, some people harass you by talking.
Yeah.
You know, just say if they try to get into you like you're trying to shout at me and get to me. You just say nice and cool and calm.
Nice and cool and calm. You go say nice and cool and calm again. NCC. How's that going to work?
It is because you don't want to get them and say you'll get into me, so I'm going to get
But I don't think it's going to be like in LA Law or something, where there's going to be like a smarmy solicitor kind of prodding her and. No, I insist you do answer the question, Miss Carr.
That'd be quite funny.
It would be quite funny, wouldn't it? I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think that's how it works.
If you just go be, yeah, I done it.
Yeah, I think. What? Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, I don't know how to get home.
Whereabouts are you?
St Albans.
And where do you live?
I don't know, Potter's Bar, I think.
You're screwed, mate. Let's go to line 3. 3, you're on. If anyone knows how we could get home from St Albans to Potter's Bar, then do please.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello, I wondered if you wanted some Egyptian gold and black bangle watches, his and hers.
Let me think for a second. No.
Oh, okay then.
Thanks very much. Well, she always sends us her rubbish. Always sends her. We've got some tips, Eloise.
Yeah.
Be nice and cool and calm.
That's useless.
And tell the truth. And as you know, that I don't think that's necessarily your best line of defence tomorrow. For you to tell the truth.
Well, I will be telling the truth.
Hal said it would be all right if you hadn't got previous. And I said, well, I'll stop you there, Hal.
Don't stop libeling me.
It's not libel if you've got previous.
I haven't. No one knows about that. Ian.
It's on your records, Eloise. Shh. Yes, line 3. You're through to the Iain Lee Show on Absolute Radio with Eloise Carr for the moment.
Yeah, I've got tips for Eloise.
You've got tips for me.
I bet you have.
Yeah, what she say is, I'm out of order, you're out of order.
Are you crying or laughing? Or wheezing? Are you being eaten by a dog?
Is that Mutz?
Is Mutz eating you? Is Mutz gobbling you?
Yeah, I don't like what she did though. Eloise, you know.
I've already said I'm sorry, Vinny. We can't talk to each other at the moment. You know the rules.
Yeah, but I didn't like the thing you did to me.
Well, then
That's
she
why
won't.
you're-
All you got to do is just say, "Don't put your finger there."
Look, we'll talk about this tomorrow, Vinny.
Not everyone likes that. Let's go to line one. One, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Auntie Ian.
It's Millie.
Hello.
Hello, Millie.
First thing, I can't sing today. I'm sorry. I just have my wisdom tooth out.
That really is a shame.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I was not sure if you're aware, but I'm a bit of a fashion guru.
I was unaware of that, Millie. No, I did not know.
Eloise might know.
I did know, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I got some advice for her court thingy.
Oh, yeah, go on.
She should wear a shirt with buttons.
Yeah.
And then she can choose how many buttons to keep done up or undo depending on what the judges like.
Yeah, good idea. I like that. And a nice push-up bra.
Well, maybe.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's go to line two. Two, you're on the wireless.
This afternoon, I had just finished stapling some pieces of sellotape to my igloo when I noticed that my next-door neighbour's field of daffodils was being trampled by a buffalo, an armadillo, an aardvark, a duck-billed platypus, a hippopotamus, an ostrich, some llamas, and about 500,000 millipedes. So I shouted, "Look out! The Maoist revolutionaries are just around the corner, and they want to cut us all in half with scythes."
There we go. You see, that's how we roll with things here.
You're
Hey.
still coming with me.
Well, I'm going to come. I've got to come because I've been called as a witness for the prosecution.
Oh.
I'm going to do my best to.
Why did you accept that?
I had no choice. That once they call you, you have to do it. You can't go. Do you know what? I don't think I will.
What if I call you to be my witness?
I don't know how it works. I think you can, but the evidence I've got is pretty damning. I saw the photo, and I heard the voice message, and I saw you leaving the voice message. So
But Vinny touched me too.
you wish. We've got 2.5 minutes. No one's called in. I don't know. This is, it's kind of. If only there was a way of, making the show shorter tonight and then tomorrow making it a bit longer. We've had. Get the 84 bus from St Albans to Potter's Bar. Next bus is at 6 a.m. That's from Jay.
Wow,
That's
it's
for a
got a
call.
long wait.
Very long wait. Remember when that when Noel Taylor came in?
Yeah. Aw.
Who is Elliot Heath and why does he keep texting me?
I think he fell off the line earlier, but couldn't answer it because I was doing the podcast. But
He's texted like about a dozen times tonight.
I think it would be his first call if he ever phoned us, if he ever got through.
Really hungry. I've got no food in the house, so I'm going to ask the cab driver to stop at a shop. Are they allowed to stop
Yeah,
at a shop
yeah,
for
they
me?
do.
Okay.
They took me to the salt beef bagel place on Brick Lane once.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, if you give me 20 quid, I will let her off.
You'll do what to her?
Let her off.
Let? I thought you said okay, well that's that's interesting.
Does she agree?
I don't know. Shall we ask her?
Yes.
Do you agree?
I'll see you in court.
Thanks very much,
Okay.
Vinny. He's got all timid then. Okay then. Good line. The show's really run out of steam this evening, isn't it? Line one, you're on the wireless.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello there.
I was told 6 hours for the next bus. How can I wait that long to get home?
That's not our problem. You mean that's your problem? What are you doing in Potter's Bar or St Albans anyway?
I can't afford to get a cab home.
But what are you doing there?
I'm walking.
But why are you there?
I'm walking home from. I caught the train back to St Albans, but I couldn't afford the cab home.
Yeah, but what were you doing in Potter's Bar?
I wasn't in Potter's Bar.
What were you doing in St Albans?
I was in London drinking.
Oh, for goodness sakes! It's Elliot Heath.
Hello.
Yeah, what do you? Oh, I thought you were like a 12-year-old boy.
No, I'm absolutely fine, man.
Sorry, hello.
Hello.
Yes.
How you doing?
What do you want?
I'm just sort of like ringing up saying hi and making sure that Eloise is going to be all right for tomorrow.
You're the one who keeps saying she should be showing her tits.
No, well, obviously, there's been no problem about that.
Obviously, there'd be no problem. Eloise, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thanks.
The whole of the country, well, the 12 people that listen to this rubbish have got their fingers crossed. Hopefully, you'll be on the show tomorrow night.
Hopefully.
Good luck, girl.
Thanks.
sunshine.